Hey guys. Ugh, gosh, this basket's heavy. Lord. Okay. It's not very comfy, but it'll do. Hi. Today I'm here to bring you my eyeshadow palette collection. I was just going through all my makeup earlier, and I just got done filming a video that's on this look right here. It's full face of Wet n Wild makeup, so go watch that after you get done watching this, or you know, whatever. But anyways, I wanted to show you all of my eyeshadow palettes that I have. Some of these I bought myself, some of these I've gotten from a BoxyCharm, some of these other people have bought me, like my husband or my mom or somebody like that. So these, I'll try to remember where I got them. Most of them I can remember, some of them I'm kind of like, I don't remember where I got these. I don't remember where I got these, and so yeah, just bear with me, and you see some of my books right there. But anyways, let's get to this. The first palette that I have right here is a Carroty palette. This is the Posh palette, and I've talked about this in one of my videos. It is my it was my haul video, and like I said before, I really like this palette. It was one of those like crazy finds that I didn't think was gonna work, but it actually did work, and I'm really glad that I got this. So this is my Posh palette. The next one that I just pulled out, I didn't remember what this one was, but the next palette is my Jacqueline Hill palette, and this is one of my favorite palettes. Everybody pretty much knows what the Jacqueline Hill palette is, but here are all the colors. They're really, really nice. They're really pretty. And Jacqueline was the first ever beauty guru that I watched, and I instantly fell in love with her because she's just so awesome and funny, and she taught me how to actually do makeup. And again, I think the first video that I watched of hers was the Morphe brush video. I think it might have been her wedding tutorial video. I don't remember, but it was like 5 or 6 years ago. But so when this came out, I had to get it. So again, this is my Jacqueline Hill palette. This is a Morphe palette that I put together, and I went, no, this is the, never mind. This is the 530E palette. It's Bling palette. It has a lot of pretty colors in it. This is my favorite row right here. I love this row. But it's mostly all shimmers. Actually, it is an all shimmer palette, so of course you're gonna have to have something else with it. But I really like this palette. I go to it when I want, especially that yellow right there, or that gold right there. I go to it for that, and I go to it for all of the oranges and the pink. And of course, this row right here, that's my favorite row. But yeah, so that is the 530E palette from Morphe. It's the It's Bling palette. So this is the palette that I put together myself. I just went online and bought all of these individual shadows, and I popped them in their own little palette. This is, I think this palette, this empty palette was like $10 themselves, and of course all the Morphe singles are like $2 to $3 a piece. So I just went online one night and went crazy and bought all of these shadows to make my own palette. And these are really, really nice shadows too. If you've never tried Morphe single eyeshadows, do that, because they're actually pretty awesome. This next palette right here, it is dirty as all get out, but this is my first Urban Decay palette. This is the one that I saved up my money to go get. It's the Vice palette, and I'm sure you all remember this. The colors are so nice. I haven't used this palette in a while, but as you can tell, it got love. I bought this, and then I immediately went online and started watching YouTube videos of people that were using it, and the first person that I saw using this was Tarte, and that's when I fell in love with Tarte. Y'all, I love me some Tarte. And she's so beautiful, she's so sweet, and she's honest, and I just love her. And this was, yeah, I don't give this palette to her, but you know what I mean. Because of her, this is why I use that palette a lot, even though I had already bought it, if that makes sense. I don't know. Alright, the Tarte Pro palette. I saw this online and immediately went and bought it. It was during, oh my god, it smells so good. I love the way Tarte palettes smell. But I went and bought it with my own money, and everyone knows that Tarte is freaking awesome. As you can tell, I've used this palette a lot. It's gotten a lot of love. I haven't used it in a while because I have some other palettes that I've been using. But the clasp was even broke on here. So you know that it's been loved a lot. But I love this palette, and it smells so freaking good. The next palette is the Winky Luxe palette. It's the Kitten palette, and I got this out of a BoxyCharm. Most of the colors, except this one right here, I don't like this one at all. It does not show up, doesn't have a lot of payoff. But that was my favorite color in the palette until I actually tried it, and then it didn't show up, and it creased like crazy on my eyes, and it was just a really big disappointment. But this is a cute palette. I like it for the most part, except that one color. The next one, this was also in my haul. It's the Huda Beauty Morphe Palette, and this is, of course, beautiful. I have yet to use it. I want to use it so bad, but I just haven't had time because I'm in school and work and all that stuff. So I'm excited to use this. And like I said in my haul video, this is my first ever Huda product. The next one is the Rainforest of the Sea Volume 2. It's by Tarte. It doesn't have the good scent like the other ones do. But I like these colors. There's one matte right here, and then the rest are shimmers. So of course you have to have something else to go with it. But I think this is a really pretty palette. I enjoy it when I use it. Now, okay, so Carli Bybel, of course, she's another one that I love, but I thought I was buying her newer palette, the one that has like the 24 in it, but I ended up buying a second of her first. So this one is the older one that I have used. It doesn't really look like it, but I have used it. This is a very, very nice palette. I really enjoy it. So when I run out of this one, I'll go to this one, because I already threw the box away and all that kind of stuff. So of course I thought that I was buying the new palette, but I bought a second one. But I love her anyway, so whatever. Oh, sorry. There we go. Alright, this little Z palette that I have random shadows in there. So I have some Sephora shadows, some Mary Kay shadows, and these are all really, they're not old, but I used them when I was younger. Of course I hit pan on that one. But these are just some older shadows that I can't see myself getting rid of because I've had them for so long, and I probably should get rid of them. But these are like when I first started like to get in makeup, and this is why I fell in love with makeup right here, is the Mary Kay. Even though I don't use it anymore, but I just can't see myself getting rid of them. And yeah, you know those palettes that you have that you just can't seem to get rid of. These shadows right here are the ones. Yep, pretty much. All right. This is an e.l.f. palette. I don't understand why I still have this. There's my puppy. Hey, little baby. Hey, cutie. Yeah. Thank you, baby. Hello. But, hi, Lila. Stop it. I love you. But, I don't understand why I still have this palette, because I don't like it at all. I thought that it was a really good buy. It was like $10 because it has all these different eyeshadows in it, and then all the eyeshadows are not very good. So I don't recommend this palette from e.l.f. But it's pretty old, so I don't even think that they make this anymore. I need to get rid of that. Where is that palette that I'm looking for? That's not it. Aha! Here it is. Okay, this is the Zodiac palette from Morphe. I absolutely freaking love this palette. I love it, love it, love it, love it. It has a really good black in here. It has a really cool, like, steel gray color. There's another gray color. I like grays. I don't wear them a lot, but I like them when I do wear them. And I love this, like, pukey green yellow color. It's so pretty, y'all. If you don't have this palette from Morphe, I would suggest you get it because it's so pigmented and it's so unique. Like this, these are all like super dark colors and they're really nice. Hey y'all, I'm in the middle of something right now. You can't be doing that. Shh. Shh. Let me do my video and then you can play. Sorry, my pups. Alright, here's another one of my homies, y'all. This is the Kathleen, or Morphe Kathleen palette. You know this sucker's old. And you know I love the crap out of it, obviously. When I got this palette, I used it every single day. Every single day. Every single day. Let me say it one more time. Every single day. Love this palette. Love it. Love it. Alright. Here is another palette that I got from BoxyCharm, and it's the Glam Metals. These are nice. It's not the best palette in the world. This punk color right here, I used it, and I thought that I was gonna enjoy it a lot, but it didn't tickle my fancy, y'all. But yeah, it's not a bad palette. It's all shimmer palette. Here is a pure palette. Again, I got that from BoxyCharm. This palette's really, really nice. It has a lot of good neutral colors in here. And the 4 shimmers down at the bottom are super, super pretty. I've used these 2 right here, but I haven't got to use the other ones. I don't know how I feel about the Cosmo. It's a little dark, but who knows. I'll probably use it one day. Okay. So, I'm missing one. Hold please. I'll be back. Hey, I'm back. Okay, the next one is the Loreal Los Angeles palette. Girl, what's your big old nose? Get out of my frame. I've used this palette a lot too. I love it. It's very red toned and pukey browns. Those are my favorite besides purple. So I love this. If you don't have it, you need to get it. I don't care if you don't like Loreal or not. You need to get this thing. Because it's pretty nice. And this is an oldie but a goodie. I still love this palette. This is the Coastal Scent Revealed palette. And y'all, this was like my first ever huge palette that I got. Well, I mean, it's not huge. As you can tell, it's beat all to you know what. And some of these colors just aren't very good, but I loved it when I got it. Because like I said, it was my first ever big palette. And I remember ordering it off Amazon and I was so proud of myself because I got this in the mail and I just used it and used it and used it. I haven't used it in years, but I just can't see myself ever getting rid of it because it means so much to me. Yeah. It brings back a lot of memories, a lot of struggles. Oh, God. So yeah, this is, it's emotional, but it's dumb to get emotional over a palette like this. But it was one of those palettes that I remember buying, and even though it was like $5, it still meant a lot because, like I said, I felt like a actual grown-up when I got this. And then the last one is the Nude Awakening palette. This is from Wet n Wild. I use this in my all over Wet n Wild face rollback. I used it in my Wet n Wild. Oh my god, can I not freaking talk? Whole face Wet n Wild video. There we go. But I used it in that. A lot of the colors were really nice. Some of them were kind of me. I don't know. Some of them didn't blend very well. Like the shimmers aren't that great from here over. They're not that great. The mattes in here are really nice though. But the shimmer, the one I had on my eyelid, it's just, even spraying it with like finishing spray, it just didn't stick very well. I don't know. I had 3 other palettes that are over there, but I don't feel like going to get them. It's just a Wet n Wild palette, or 3 Wet n Wild palettes. The screw it. Let me go get. Oh please. This is just. Roll Tide. Woo-hoo. Okay, this is the last time I'm getting up in this video, I promise, because I don't have anything else in my basket. So, alright, so Walking on Eggshells, this is the palette that I wore on my wedding, along with a few of the Carli Bybel colors, but this is the main one that I wore. I watched a Kathleen Light's video and she wore this, and I basically copied the exact same thing that she did, besides the foundation. Lila, what are you doing? Huh? She's a nutcase. You're doing this at the wrong time. You know this? You're doing this at the wrong time. I'm gonna need you to stop. Get to it. This is my life. Okay, I just got 2 more things and then I'll play with you. Okay, so this is another one. I bought this from the Wet n Wild website, and this one came and it was busted and it just went freaking everywhere. It looked really pretty online, but when it got here, it's just like shimmy, shimmery, shimmery, shimmery. This is the Comfort Zone palette. It's not like it's a bad palette, but it just exploded everywhere, and I haven't worn it. I swear to God. Okay, I have to hurry because they're gonna play. And this is the Petal Pusher palette. It's just all purples. It's very nice. This is one of my favorite ones to wear. Doesn't look like I've worn it, but I have. So yeah. Alright, so now that my dogs are going freaking nuts, I'm gonna get off here. This is my eyeshadow slash half of my highlighting contour palettes that I didn't remember where I put, and now I found. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you in my next one. Deuces. Peace. Bye.